Previously on This is Unusable, we had a special guest in-house, Robert Rose. Some might call him a social media personality. We call him our guest. We talked about the Epstein files and their crazy release on the actual DOJ website. We talked about fingering instruments, big banda heists. Was the One Piece found? The lights went out. We talked about how AI really stands for avoiding income for actual people. And is Avatar a psyop distraction from the Epstein files? Is Fire and Ash burning the memory of the Epstein files out of everyone's brain? Tune into the next episode of This is Unusable to find out. We'll see you there.
So, but the second movie, okay, they're not after the minerals or whatever, okay. The second movie is all about save the whales. But here's the problem. If it was just
Star Trek 5, right?
Yeah, the only good one.
No, 4. 4. You know how I know it's 4? Because coincidentally, I saw that movie for the first time last night. I am not kidding.
Shit.
What?
Okay.
What? You put One Piece down, you're like, you know what, I'm going to watch Star Trek 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is more life
Skip 1, 2,
affirming.
3. Exactly. What are the odds that you would just mention that, though? And I was like, no, it's not 5, it's 4. Because I saw 4 last night, and that's how I know, because they saved the whales in 4.
I mean,
what are the chances of that?
Pretty good chances, because I'm a big fucking dork. So that movie comes up surprisingly often when I talk to people. But no, but the second movie is all about we have to kill these fucking whales, right? If it was just for whale pelts or whatever, like if it was just for money, right? Like, okay, that they're a Captain Planet villain, but no, the twist is that the whales produce a fucking goo, and if you inject the goo into a human being, they become immortal. And so I was like,
Jesus.
right. I was, fuck these whales and these fucking no, like we need to carpet bomb their idyllic, uncomfortably close to real life Polynesian cultural stuff, eliminate them, take all the whales, begin a whale breeding program, right? To just harvest this goop, right? Grandma will live forever. All right, her casserole will be eternal.
No one wants that. That casserole is full of like Jello and broccoli, and she's slightly racist.
Yeah, well, she can go
Mostly.
to another planet, right? Because you're immortal. Who cares, right? The infinite road trip.
She's not leaving. You have to leave her. She's gonna be like, "Why are you leaving?" Just because you're immortal doesn't mean you don't like just turn into a fucking like crinkly old person. Like immortality does not mean vitality.
Well,
You just
but
live
I don't
forever.
know.
You
'Cause
don't. You're not like super strong.
But they don't show it. Maybe it does, right? Because they don't show it happening. They're just like, trust us, bro. This will make you immortal.
Look, anyone immortal, you have to start eating people and drinking blood. If you are immortal, that's what you end up doing. Otherwise,
You have to be a vampire or a ghoul?
you have to be a vampire. What? I
Okay.
mean, after 1,000 years, what are you gonna do? Eat another fucking hamburger? Yeah, right. You don't care.
That's the price you pay for immortality.
You're like,
What are you talking about?
the game, the most dangerous game, and you're a vampire. You go.
Just put like a top out limit, right? And then when you hit that limit, they eliminate you, like fucking Logan's Run, but it's like a millennia instead of like 30. Because in that movie, they're killing 30-year-olds. I'm 39. I'm like, fuck. I did not have anything figured out at 30. Like,
Dude, I didn't have any triangle suits at all.
right. They had the whole ritual and all that shit, and you know, oh yeah, good movie.
I have not seen that movie, unfortunately.
Okay, well,
I've only watched One Piece.
it's I don't know that it's better than Star Trek 4, but it is a classic.
It doesn't hold up. I mean, I only
Yeah, not
watched it the
really.
one time, and I'm like, dude, this is too. The problem with the 70s is that you could just get two 70s.
It's just really shitty muted mustard colors, you know,
lot
for
of
the
orange.
time. But the
A lot of
80s, you
orange.
start getting some more crisper, like, images and better audio, too. Like, better ways of doing
That's just so
mics.
you could see the big hair better. That's the only reason why any image technology improved in the 80s in film is just so you could see the bigger hair, I think. That's my theory.
It was a need, that technology had to fulfill, right?
Exactly.
We needed better cameras to get. We're going to use all that hairspray and not record it? What are you, out of your mind?
Yeah, we're going to put a hole in the ozone layer and not have it on film? Come on.
And it's the 80s, man. Like, they're all on coke. They got plenty of time. Like, you know, they were very motivated people at that time.
Time didn't really mean anything, really. The days and nights just blended together in a giant cloud of white powder.
The 80s were cool, apparently. Look, my mom said the 80s were great.
Yeah, she didn't get AIDS, I'm guessing. So the 80s were probably fantastic.
No, the AIDS made the 80s cooler. What are you talking about?
It was cool because all of our parents fucked.
It felt more dangerous. It felt more dangerous. They felt more alive. They were like, we don't know who has AIDS. It could be anybody.
I'm positive that's how LGBT people saw it at the time. They're like, the thrill of my life.
You could turn a corner and AIDS could be right there. That danger makes you feel alive until you have AIDS, and then you are not alive.
And then it's a slow, painful death.
Yeah. But it's avoiding it. That was the fun. That was the fun of the 80s. It was avoiding it.
I'm looking it up. There's a movie you gotta see. Derek Jarman.
He created AIDS?
No. No.
He opened that jar, man. That's why they call him that.
So
he directed Dericulous. Bring that back.
he died of AIDS.
That's very different from creating AIDS. You needed to say that. You
need
to start with that.
Was his name. You guys kind of went in a direction. All right. So the guy, he was an artist. He patented his own shade of the color blue. Okay. And his last film he's making while he's dying, and like a complication from the AIDS was causing his retinas to detach. So he was going blind. And so the movie is just his shade of blue and then this like stream of consciousness poetry. It's an hour long. You can find it on YouTube. It's fucking beautiful. Also very depressing, but I definitely recommend it.
Great soundtrack, though. I see a red door and I want it painted blue.
I mean, like, the color blue's a character, but it's not like a person. It's like an entity. Let's talk about more sad films. You ever seen Stalker? That's a great fucking movie.
What's that?
You haven't seen that fucking movie? You Philistine.
Philistine. My last name is Steinberg. Philistine.
Philadelphia Steinberg.
There's a movie with AIDS in it, too. Philadelphia.
Yeah. That's the sequel to Forrest Gump. Because at the end of the movie, she gives him AIDS. Everyone skips over that. They're like, oh, wasn't she terrible? Then she died of AIDS. Yeah, she had unprotected sex with Forrest right before she died of AIDS. So
yeah, but he's super strong. I ate so much fruit,
right,
dude.
Like, he's too stupid to die of AIDS. Like, he gets, I invested in Apple. Then it cuts to credits, but underneath the floating feather or whatever, he's like falling off the mower. He's dead. Right?
He ran it off. He had AIDS and he ran it off as he ran across the United States. He jogged the AIDS away.
He told that secret to Magic Johnson. And so that's why he still is today.
He jogged the AIDS away.
Stalker pre-Chernobyl, okay, to the point where, like, people have the whole conspiracy theory, like, before the Chernobyl disaster.
Stalker takes place before Chernobyl? Is that what you're saying?
So the premise is that there is this zone, they call it the zone, where there's this mysterious but potentially deadly energy that emanates from it.
It's like the video games are based on that, right?
Yes, they are direct callbacks to that film.
Okay.
In the same way that Fallout is a very, very direct parody of Boy and His Dog.
Boy and His Dog, is that in the Epstein files?
There are boys and dogs. I don't know if they're the same.
I don't see how AIDS factors into any of these other things we were talking about.
Because Forrest Gump, at the end of Forrest Gump, gets AIDS, right? And so then the sequel is, of course, Philadelphia, where Forrest has gone and gotten his high-paying lawyer job, right? He gets the Apple money. He goes to New York. He becomes a lawyer.
Wait, so somehow the AIDS cured him of his mental disabilities?
No, the money did.
No, yeah, the money cured him, right? He has to pretend to be a lawyer. He doesn't have to be a lawyer, right? His Apple money. Who's gonna? Oh, you don't win any cases. Whatever. Guy's a multimillionaire in the 80s like, or 90s.
He pretended to be a lawyer the same way Tyler pretended to play clarinet, and it worked out.
Exactly. How much of that movie do they talk about the legal procedure that he was, or his work? You know, mostly it's about, man, it really sucks dying of AIDS. It's really painful, awful. I'm being ostracized. All I did was bang a dude in a sauna. That's like a you watch it once movie. Wow, what a powerful piece of art. I'm never watching that again. Who sits down and is like, I need a nice, relaxing cinema experience. I need to watch a fine piece of art that I can watch again and again and again. Who sits down and does, Philadelphia, feel-good movie of the year, all right? Schindler's List.
But if you like seeing people get AIDS, that's a perfect movie for you. I mean,
I suppose that's true.
New topic.
Different strokes. Okay?
Different strokes,
Tyler.
Give you different diseases.
Yeah. Some guys stroking it in you, you're gonna get AIDS. You're gonna get it. That's how the 80s were. It was the danger and the fun of the 80s.
It's literally in the name.
They didn't even have to have AIDS to begin with, right?
AIDS-ies.
It manifested. It's like how medieval people thought animals bred, right? Like they just form out of, like fish just form out of the waters, right?
Well, isn't that the concept of begonia, that like bees were born from mold or something like that?
Yep.
That's
They believe like flies were born from rotting meat, and that like fish like spontaneously generated. It's actually why Catholics can eat fish on Fridays, because the church did not consider it real meat, because they're literally responding like a video game in the water. It's not like they, fucking are born like pigs and sheep and stuff, right? They're just fish.
Yeah, but the Catholics also love fish dicks, so.
Yeah, they also love some of the stuff they do in the Epstein files.
No, that's the crossover between Judaism and Catholicism.
Some of the files talk about like banking for the Vatican. It's almost too on the nose. Like, I'm disappointed that they're like, why did you're the Catholic Church, and it's almost pedestrian.
You gotta send an email. Send the guy.
Send an email, right? Send the guy.
Send a
What's
parishioner.
all the goofy fucking
doing?
costumes for if you're not going to send the guy?
Look, we're going to fly a guy and have a private conversation, all right?
Yeah.
Enough of this Gmail shit.
Yeah.
What was it, J. Epstein Vacation at Gmail? Like, Jesus.
J.E. Epstein Vacation at gmail.com.
Yeah, what's the other E? Edward?
I don't know, but did you see the email of Elon Musk going, hey, I'd love to come visit your island sometime?
Dude.
How does Epstein reply? He forwards it to Ghislaine Maxwell and says...
Who does not delete the forward?
Right. Yeah. He says, handle this for me. Thank you. It's a type, like, that's how he treats the richest man in the world. Deal with this guy.
Well, the richest man in the world's a fucking loser. Right?
Sorry, we've shut down all parties forever, and we're all dead.
Elon Musk is pathetic. He's a moron. He's like one of the most loathsome, empty, soulless people on the planet. Of course, he's the richest
I don't know if he's a moron. I think he's kind of pathetic, but I don't know if he's a moron.
No, he's a fucking
I don't know if you can make $500 billion and be an idiot.
What do you mean?
I mean, he has some knowledge of engineering. I do not think highly of this man at all.
Epstein could barely spell his own name. Okay. He could barely spell at all. Like, all these people are like illiterate morons. They're just really good at like getting away with crimes. Like the secrecy. I don't believe he's that smart, because every day he gets on Twitter and shows us his ass every single day. It's hard for me to say he's a smart guy.
Is that not smart to do? It's PR, baby. No news is bad news, is what they say.
But he's such a fucking loser that he's like, oh, please let me into your pedo party. I want to go to the biggest party on the island. Please, please, please.
Yeah.
The island has sunk, actually.
We're all dead. We're all dead.
You can take our new sub. It's actually going to stop by the Titanic on the way.
It would be funny and almost like charming in a way of like, wow, this is like sad, but you kind of get that he wants to go and be popular, be at the party. Except that he's like, hey, so I heard you like preying on children. How about I get an invite to your preying on children party? Like, I mean, did he have a fucking wire on him?
Oh, are you saying did Epstein have a wire or did Musk have a wire?
Oh, I'm saying that he was so over the top desperate. Like, it would be
I
funny
see.
if he was wearing a wire.
Yeah. He would seem much more respectable if he was trying to infiltrate the pedo ring rather than experience it himself.
But he would tell people that, right? He would be telling people that every day, right? But he didn't. He's like, "Not wasn't me," right? The Shaggy defense.
No. That's just how deep undercover he is. That he still has to deny it.
Didn't see me sending emails. It wasn't me.
You're right. That's one of my favorite conspiracy theories, is that Trump is like a white hat pedophile. Hey, I only those kids to get to the truth, right?
I've never heard that one, but
people will believe that.
Well, that's been edging towards that narrative, because as things started coming out, it's fucking undeniable.
Coming.
Yeah. A lot of that too. And now they just like radio silence. They're just kind of ignoring everything he's doing right now and hoping that they can pop up with some rhetoric here or there. But like, the only right-wing people talking right now, you've got like fucking Megyn Kelly being like, no, banging 14-year-olds is fine. And then like the fucking Groyper's like, maybe Epstein was great. We're gonna sell merch.
Didn't he announce that like they were gonna prosecute Obama the moment this came out? Did you read that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they've been saying that every week.
Yeah, I know, but they were waiting. They were holding off until the files came out, and they're like, "Let's try to distract people." It was Obama doing the.
They couldn't prosecute Don Lemon. They're not going to get fucking Obama. Obama not in the files. Some of his people are in the files. The same conservative people. They should have been booting out.
That's how you know they're good workers. It's because they're in the files.
Yes.
The Ep files.
That's the thing. Like, okay, aliens aren't real. Like, that's apparently the line we have now.
They sent us alien footage. They're like, aliens aren't real. Wait, here's some film.
We know they're aliens. We know it's a UFO. Okay, so maybe there's aliens. We don't know that for sure. But we do know that I can accept that America is run by a cabal of murderous, child-eating, pedophile billionaires, okay? And I can also believe that the Russian government, through the KGB, is hiring this motherfucker to do all this terrible shit, get compromised and whatever.
Standard Cold War stuff.
You think the Russian and American government would be a little, I don't know, like peaceable towards each other. They're both going to the same pedophile store. They both go to the same guy, It's like going to the same barber. Okay, but you got beef, right? Like, you just have to be at the pedophile compound at different times, right? Like, oh, I know you had this appointment, but we got Donnie and Bill showing up later. We won't know. The black boxes are obscuring such information.
What do you mean black box? Oh, you're talking about the black bars?
Not enough information to, not... Can you imagine, forget Obama or Biden, right? Can you imagine Bush?
What?
Doing any of this? George Bush Sr.'s in the file. So that one, it says that he was fucking chopping up children and eating them.
Really?
But Baby Bush is not in the file.
I think they were looking for Baby Bush a lot on the island, to be honest.
The guy Baby Bush, okay.
We're going to end this.
Yeah, this is unusable.
Come on, I had to go there.
Going to be their defense in court too. I had to. Everyone else was doing it.
They were there. What else was I supposed to do?
They were blackmailing me by saying if I went, they'd have shit on me. So I went.
So I figured, well, I might as well while I'm here.
Yeah. If they're going to blackmail me, retroactively, I might as well be proactive and get into it.
It seems like as soon as they hit a certain amount of wealth, like 500 mil to $1 billion, the moment that happens, their brains fucking snap and they become demon monsters and they just...
It's the root of all evil. It strips you of your humanity when you just hoard. You become a dragon. You literally become a dragon, and not in the cool way.
Well, it also makes influencers and YouTubers way more pathetic because they get a little bit of money and recognition, and they're like, I have 10 grand in the bank and 10,000 followers. I'm going to become, it is my turn to be a child molester content creator.
Trickle-down economics is the best way to do anything, no matter what sector.
Yeah, more like dribble-down economics.
Trump did some trickle-down economics, I think, in that room with that Russian lady that one time.
Just the one time. That would be the shocking part. Whoa, he did it once.
The other times he forgot to take his medication. Could not pee.
Dude, the Bill Gates email is fucking wild. Like,
what was the Bill Gates email? I didn't even see it.
Okay, so Epstein writes the email to himself, so it's like a draft.
Oh, right. I did see that, yeah. It's about blackmailing him.
Right. And he's like, well, I think you should give me a bunch of money for this project. And, you remember the time you got an STD from a Russian hooker? And so you had to roofie your wife with antibiotics so she wouldn't find out you gave her an STD? That's like some trailer park shit.
It makes me glad that I don't use Windows anymore, to be honest. I'm proud of that. Now, I did see Tim Apple or whatever his name is show up.
Cook.
I know, but Trump called him Tim Apple. I did see Tim Cook somehow show up about, I don't know, but yeah, that Bill Gates shit is, well, I mean, to be fair, it was written by Epstein and never sent to anybody, so that's obviously all hearsay, but like,
I mean, I believe everything, even if it's not true, okay, maybe they didn't chop a bunch of kids and eat them, but I'm choosing to believe they did it all, right? Like, I don't fucking care. They're evil.
You're a believer.
They're the aristocracy. Bill Gates is in there, but Steve Jobs isn't.
Steve Jobs was just too self-obsessed to bother going.
He can't go to islands because he just wore jeans and a turtleneck. Too hot.
Exactly. He did not have the dress code for it.
Okay, so I was talking to a friend recently about this exact thing right before the drop. She's like, well, yeah, they have so much money they can do whatever they want. Why wouldn't they do the most decadent, fucked up, whatever thing? But my point was, they have enough money to do literally anything they want. But apparently what they want to do is this, but like, you could eat the hamburger every day. Like, I'd have every Warhammer army and an army of people painting them like the fucking looking for their golden ticket at the beginning of Willy Wonka, right? Like,
right.
It would look like that, right?
But like, when you can get anything you want, it's about getting the things you're not supposed to want after that. I think that's the mentality of people with that much money. It's like, something else has to do it for me, because none of this stuff, it's a weird human condition thing about just obtaining more and more. And once everything's obtainable, you have to go after something that is really should not be obtained at all.
Unobtainium.
That's my Unobtainium. That's the title of this episode.
Bring it all back, right? It's all circles back.
Unobtainium, the Jeffrey Epstein story.
That's the fourth film. Like, that's the big finale he's been working towards, right?
Yes, there's an Epstein Island on the planet of Pandora. Yes. Or whatever the planet's called in Avatar.
What are the Avatar people called?
The Na'vi?
The Na'vi.
Yes. Release the Na'vi files.
Yeah, they're all fucking perverts. They're all banging animals. Banging animals in every movie. We just stick it in horses and pterodactyls movie too. Oh yeah, well, we're putting in fucking dolphins and whales and shit.
Yeah, and they have even less shame than Epstein about it.
Yeah, they put it on film for millions of people.
In 3D. In 3D. It's disgusting.
I mean, they had the money to do that too. You know what? They've only released half the files. Maybe there's the 3D cut in the other half of the files.
Thank goodness. The emails really pop.
It's like I'm really there committing these crimes. Wow.
Well, I can see Prince Andrew's like wrinkles.
Oh, the Andrew formerly known as Prince.
Oh yeah, he abdicated, right?
No, they stripped him of his titles. Even better.
They forced him out.
This is not my joke. This is a Valvax
He liked stripping earlier, not this way.
But it was so in the tabletop Warhammer game, the Space Marine tank's called the Predator tank, and he's like, yeah, they changed the name. It's now called the Prince Andrew.
Well, thank you for joining us, Robert. That was a lot
it's been
of
a
fun.
pleasure.
That was another episode of This Is Unusable. Much different this time because there were 3 people here and it was twice as long, and I actually enjoyed doing it.
Oh, wow. It's probably twice as unusable.
No, I actually enjoy doing it every time with Tyler, but this did feel like a nice breath of fresh air. So thank you so much.
Thank you
for coming on, Tyler. That was a great idea.
One of the few.
Full of them one time.
That broken clock, right? Like,
oh, I got one hanging in my room because I'm a smart man.
Bringing it back to the Flava Flav, right? It all comes full circle. All right.
Yes, a big ass clock around his neck. That's Tyler. Tyler is that clock.
It's like the albatross, but a clock. Or the rhyme of the Ancient Mariner, right?
Yeah, I'm helping the rescuers.
The ones down under?
Oh, the very same.
Where were the rescuers when they were children on Epstein's island? That's what I want to know.
Where were the rescuers when the Westfold fell? All right, everybody. Fall guys, stay safe. Yeah. Release the files. Release the Kraken, and watch out for Grok.
Yes, I second all of those, especially fuck ice, and release all the files. I don't even care if they're Epstein files or not. All the files, release them all.
Yeah,
all the files.
Look, we need to know the most mundane experiments the government has ever performed.
Exactly.
All right, what if we turn the toast around?
We've known Bigfoot's not real. We've refused to tell anyone, right? Like,
well, we killed Bigfoot in 1992.
killed Bigfoot.
That's something the government would do. That sounds like something the government would be incompetent enough to do.
He's a rug in Biden's house right now, actually.
It was on Hunter Biden's laptop. They got pictures of Bigfoot.
I'd turn my opinion around so hard. I'd be like, where is that laptop?
Yeah.
We all have to see it.
Right. And it turns out Bigfoot is just Hunter Biden. Hunter Biden.
Hunter Biden on crack in the forest.
Well, no, I imagine this was...
naked, yeah.
I mean, he didn't really have like it wasn't like a thing, like, because like P. Diddy had like the freak offs or whatever, right? But I get, what was Hunter Biden's like crack and hookers, right? So I imagine it's one of those things.
Guns,
maybe
of course.
We don't know who's holding the camera, right? Maybe that was Bigfoot.
Lord willing, this is over. This is Unusable. Tyler Martin, Robert 1, Robert 2. See you on the front lines.
All right. I'll talk to you later, Tyler. That was fun. Bye, dude.
See ya.